Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh. So for today's video, as you guys can see by the title, I wanted to talk about 5 different ways in order to tell if a guy likes you based on only his responses. Now, because there are so many different ways in order to tell if a guy does like you, I'm always trying to think of different things that I want to tell you guys that would be able to help you out. And one thing that I think is one of the easiest ways in order to tell if somebody has feelings for you is based on the way that they react when you tell them something or you do something. But yeah, I only came up with 5 for today's video, so if you want me to do a part 2 of this, let me know down below. But with that being said, here are 5 different ways to tell if a guy likes you back based on his responses. Alright, so the first thing that I came up with, and I think that this happens whenever you like somebody, you tend to naturally stare at them. Now, the really good thing about this and why I'm bringing it up is because anytime you're looking at somebody or staring at them, you can get a lot of information based off of how they react. If you notice anytime you're looking at that person and you're staring at them or whatever, and let's say you start smiling, if you notice that like they catch your eye and then they start smiling at you back, or they're like trying to make some kind of funny face in order to make you laugh, or they're just staring at you back and like not breaking eye contact, this is a situation where like you'll be able to tell based off of how that person is reacting on what they're feeling and if they actually have a crush on you. Because if they are staring at you or if they're trying to make you laugh in that situation, those are all things that people will do if they're trying to keep your attention and if they're trying to send you a signal without actually saying something. So I know sometimes it can be kind of awkward to be like staring at somebody or like just looking at somebody across the room and they catch your eye, but if you are trying to figure out if somebody has a crush on you or if somebody likes you, I think it's a good thing to try to make eye contact with them and try to see like what their reaction is and what their response is, and I think that will be able to tell you a lot. Alright, the second thing that I came up with, and a really easy way in order to tell if this person actually has feelings for you, is based on what they say when you ask them if they want to hang out. So the reason that this one is important and the reason that you can tell how somebody feels about you based off of this is because if you notice that the responses you're getting after you ask them to hang out are things like, well, I have things planned, but I would be able to move things around in order to hang out with you, or if the responses are more like they just say yes without even thinking about anything, those responses mean that they don't really care what they have going on. They're gonna find time to hang out with you. And I think sometimes as like people, we just blow over those questions and we think, okay, like they have to think about it or they have other things planned and they're gonna try to move them around. But when you actually think about these and you think about that guy moving things around that he has planned in order to hang out with you, or if he's not even thinking about what he's doing and he's saying yes, those are 2 huge signs that you can pick up on like right away that would be able to tell you that they are making themselves available to hang out with you and they don't care about anybody else or anything else that they're doing. So next time you're hanging out with them, ask them when you're going to be hanging out next and see what they say. And that's the second thing that I came up with. I think that one will really be able to help, and it's a question that you can ask them whenever. Third one is kind of interesting because it's not going based off of things that you're actually asking him. You're not getting responses directly to you. You're getting responses indirectly. So if you have friends that are talking to the guy that you really like, they're gonna be able to get responses from him that he might not even want to tell you, because let's just say that guy is not 100% himself around you because he's nervous or he's embarrassed about something or he has never talked to you before. If he's talking to one of your friends, he's more likely to be open and tell people his real feelings because he's not nervous and he's not in that situation where he's actually talking to the person that he likes. So this is a really good way in order to get some like insider information on what a guy is actually thinking. So just going off of responses, that's a really good way in order to get them. And yeah, make sure that you guys try that out. Alright, so moving on to the 4th thing, which you guys probably already experience all the time, but if you have a guy that you like that is commenting on your posts, and let's say he's commenting on your posts on Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat, this is probably one of like the best places in order to get responses from someone, because based on what they're saying or like when they're saying it or how often they're saying it, these are all different signs that like this person is wanting your attention. Like they're commenting on your stuff because they want you to see their name and they want you to respond to it. So let's say you guys maybe have never talked before and then all of a sudden you notice that like a post popped up and he commented on your picture. If you respond to it, this is something that will probably like get him really excited and then maybe even motivated to want to talk to you in person and just like walk up to you and start a conversation or something. So I also think in general, when anybody is commenting on your post, whether it's a guy or a girl or whatever, I think they're commenting out of just showing like, hey, like I like your post, I like what you're doing, I like you, I just want you to post more because I want to comment more on it. Like he's sending out these signals, you just got to kind of catch on to it. So go through your Instagram, look at what guys are commenting on your stuff, and then if it's one of the guys that you really like, then chances are you can start having a conversation with them and ask them, or eventually go on a date with them or something like that. But that's another thing that I came up with based on responses. Alright, and the fifth thing, the last thing that I came up with, I think you can tell a lot about how somebody feels about you based off of what they say when they're around a group of people. Guys, when we really like somebody and we're hanging out in a group of people, we tend to always pay attention to what you're saying, and even if nobody else is listening, we'll be responding to that one thing that you just said that nobody else heard. Or if you're in a group of people and one guy's being like super weird or a girl's being super weird and this guy stands up for you and says something, I think that whether you're standing up for somebody or you're just listening to them really intently, I think that that just shows that like you're paying attention to them and you're giving them your time and you're not just ignoring them. And I think that that's something that we just tend to look over when we are with our friends, is like maybe somebody's talking and then somebody else starts talking and everybody starts like ignoring each other and like whatever happens. But when a guy does like somebody, he's never gonna miss something that you say because he's always gonna be paying attention to what you're doing or what you're saying. So yeah, try to pay attention to that next time you're hanging out with like your group of friends or whoever it is. And that's just like another response that I think will be able to tell you that a guy actually likes you. So yeah, so those are the 5 different things that I came up with based on just responses of how he acts that I think you'll be able to tell that he does have feelings for you and that he does really like you. If you do have any questions, or if you notice that a guy is doing this and you want to tell us a story about it, or if you just want to help somebody else out in the comments, that would be really awesome. I always go down there and read through everything you guys are saying and just like put in my 2 cents every once in a while. So if you do want to comment something, that would be super awesome. Give this video a thumbs up if you did like it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys want to see more videos and like maybe one video is not enough a week, you can go over to my vlog channel and subscribe. There's a bunch more videos. Also on Instagram recently, I've been liking a bunch of your guys' pictures when you comment on my posts. So if you haven't done that yet, go over to my Instagram, leave a comment. I will check out your page and like your pictures. But yeah, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love you guys so much. And as always, I will see you next Saturday in next week's video. Bye!